Hi, today we're talking about tulips. Tulips are the first flowers to come out of the ground. They show us that it's springtime. Tulips and crocuses, if you have those bulbs, those are the little round dark things planted in your dirt. In the springtime, they will bud and come up and we'll have tulips and crocus. So they represent spring's coming. We're going to work on tulips today, and tulips are made from paper for us, and we're going to be working with origami. Origami is a Japanese paper folding tradition, and they make intricate or very detailed foldings, and they make beautiful work with it. But we're going to do a very simple one. Most origami starts with a square. If you have a piece of paper from your copy machine or that kind of paper, you want it lightweight. Even if you want to use notebook paper, it will work, but it must be a square. So in order to make this rectangle turn into a square, we take the top part that's smaller and fold it on a diagonal to the long part. You see how I did that? I did not fold it down. I folded it over sideways to the side so that I can match the edges and make a fold. After I do that, I'm going to do that on the table here so that it will work well, because you want the fold to be as good as you can make it by matching these edges right here. And you might have an adult maybe help you, or a brother or sister. And then see this part? This is the part that makes it a rectangle. So we need to cut that off. So we're just going to go ahead and cut off that rectangle so we end up with a square. Now this is way bigger than it needs to be because our tulips will be smaller. But so you can see how to do it, I'm going to do it very large. The first thing you're going to do is fold it diagonally. That means from point to point. So now it looks like a triangle. We're going to put the base of the triangle, which is the folded part, at the bottom. And then we're going to fold that in half because we want to have a middle line right there. Okay, so you have the base of the triangle, which is the fold, and you're going to go ahead and fold it in half, just like that. Then you're going to open it. That fold becomes a guideline, but not a fold anymore. Now it's a guide, and that guideline tells you that's the middle of the triangle. This piece is going to get folded from this guideline bottom up, not all the way up though, because we want it to look like a petal. See? And then fold it, and then do the other side. Fold it up, not quite to the guideline, and fold it. If you make them very close, they'll look like buds. If you make them far away, they'll look opened. Now, you need to turn it over so you have the smooth side. See, not the open side, the smooth side. And now you're going to go ahead and fold all three corners, not the open one, because that's your petals. You don't want to fold them, you won't see them. Okay, so you're going to fold all three corners, then turn it around, and there's your tulip. Now, I went ahead and did one before we started, and I did them quite small so that they would fit on the paper. So I did 3 tulips, and what I did was right here, I put the glue on all these 3 sides, and then I pressed it on the paper, and you have to hold it till the glue dries, otherwise it will spring off because it's a fold. So you put glue all on these edges and then glue it right onto your paper, okay? So your tulips are showing and they come kind of off the paper because they're folded. Then I put some straight green paper for stems, and then the leaves I did a little bit differently. Now again, I'm going to show you how to do it with a bigger piece. This is a scrap piece because you know I hate to waste paper. And I'm going to put these 2 edges together just like I did before. And that's going to show me that this paper is not a square, right? Because when I folded it, it didn't match. So I'm going to cut this sort of a rectangle off because it's not a real happy one. It's kind of wiggly. I'm going to cut that off so I now have a square. Okay, the square gets folded in half. And then what you're going to do is open it and fold the bottom up just a little bit. That's the flat bottom part of your leaf. Then fold it again. So you have a pointy side and an open side, or a flat side. Then you're going to take these and fold them back this way so it looks a little bit more like a leaf. See? Now I did mine in green, and I used sticky note paper because it was nice and thin, so it was easy to fold. So here's my leaves, my stem, and my tulips. So there's your spring flowers. And that's also the last class that we're going to have. So I hope to see you in first grade in August. You guys have a great summer. And remember, God loves you. And He made this creation just for you to enjoy. So go outside, look around, draw, create, and enjoy everything that God's done for you. Bye.